Welcome back, Beauties. Angela Denise here, and today it's all about Ulta Beauty's 21 Days of Beauty. So, I've got all the details here on my computer. Ulta Beauty typically does their 21 Days of Beauty twice a year, right before spring and right before fall. Well, this year, the event starts August the 29th, and Diamond and Platinum members get to shop one day early on August the 28th. So let's dive in because there are weekly deals and there are daily deals. So the weekly deal for August 29th and September 4th are mostly lippies. It's going to be a lot of IT Cosmetics, Buxom. There's some Kapari body mist, the guava body mist that everyone has been raving about, and mostly Lano lips, which I'm not familiar. I've heard of the brand, but I've never tried anything from the brand. So if Lano lips is your thing, August 29th is going to be the day to shop it. Now, diving right into the daily deals starting August the 29th, you're going to have some, and everything should be 50% off, by the way. You're going to have the Marc Jacobs Oh So Sweet perfume, which I have never tried. I personally can't recommend Truly Cosmetics or their beauty products because of some unethical things that they've done here in the past, like 4 years ago. So I can't necessarily recommend that brand. Now, on August the 29th, the only thing that I would personally recommend buying on that particular day is the IT Cosmetics for Ulta Beauty. The Airbrush Blurring Foundation Brush is a good brush if you are in need of a good foundation brush. And the quality at 50% off, you just can't beat. Now, I am super, super, super excited about Saturday because you all know I'm a Benefit Cosmetics brow girl, and every time I get at least 6 of them. So that's exactly what I am going to be doing on Saturday, August the 30th. And I also highly, highly recommend. Okay. The only other things I recommend for Saturday, August 30th are the Milk makeup setting sprays. If you're ever interested in Milk, their primers and setting sprays are amongst the best products that they have in their entire range. So if you want to try them out, I think that would be the day to do so. Now, again, I'm just going through each day and giving you guys my personal recommendations, and also so you can see everything that they're going to be having on special for 50% off. Now, on Sunday, August 31st, the legendary Lancome Tint Idole. That is a foundation that I'm going to actually be picking up for myself because I've done a huge declutter, and I want to say that's one that I'm going to be decluttering out because I know that this formula has been reformulated over the last 3 years or so. So I'm looking forward to checking out the new formula. Also the Supergoop Mineral Sunscreen, matte mineral sunscreen, SPF 40. That is a great buy at 50% off. And if I were you, I would buy more than one if this is something that you use every day. What else? I've heard great things about the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Plumping Lip Oils. I might give those a try, and I also do recommend. And just for the record, you're going to see the IT Cosmetics brushes on here quite a bit. And I personally recommend all IT Cosmetic brushes. I have a couple here in my collection. I just used it today for my foundation, and it's the IT Cosmetics 110 Airbrush Buffing Brush. I recommend all of their buffing or foundation brushes. They are actually quite good. So that would be an amazing buy on any days that they say IT Cosmetics brushes. Great buy. September the 1st on Labor Day. No, I don't see anything good that I would personally recommend or buy myself. I have been very interested in the brand Ellis Brooklyn. I've recently, started getting back in perfumes and everything, and I've purchased a Ellis Brooklyn perfume or two. So I may be checking out this particular scent in Myth, and then also the RMS Redefinition Hydro Bronzer. I've heard great things about RMS, and I've been wanting to try out the brand. So those are items that I would personally recommend on September the 2nd. Now, September the 3rd, I see that there's the Too Faced Soil Bronzing Stick. I've heard good things about that bronzing stick, especially in regards to the shade range. And another airbrush cream blush brush from It Cosmetics. I probably would pick that one up myself and also recommend. Um, Thursday, September the 2nd. I really haven't heard much about Murad's skincare other than like their sunscreen. So I'm not quite sure what to say about the Rapid Dark Spot Correcting Serum, but Murad in general as a brand has products that really do a good job. So if you've been wanting a vitamin C serum, which is essentially what this is, then I would it would be a good time to buy it and try it out. The Lancome Juicy Tubes, that's a legendary product amongst us makeup enthusiasts, and it's a staple for many. The Smashbox Photo Finish Hydro Primer. This is one that I have here in my collection, and I always buy this one during the 21 Days of Beauty. This is one from, I want to say, last year. This is a general hydrating primer that I like for all over the face, and it doesn't make the skin feel slippery. It doesn't provide moisture, but it does plump up the skin and make it look very nice and energized, ready for makeup application, and I highly do recommend. The Aqua Bomb Hydrating Sleeping Mask, absolutely love. And more than likely, I'll be picking up one for myself. Now, let's see. The weekly deal starting September the 5th. To be honest, the weekly deals were kind of boring to me. It just really wasn't much that I could recommend on the weekly deals. The Tarte foundation brush is legendary. It's well known and well respected for its like giving you that airbrush look to the skin. So that's something that I highly recommend. And that's about it for the weekly deals for September 5th through September 11th. If you have a man in your life and or you want to buy him a new cologne or Azuro is his scent, then the 5th will be a good day to stack up on that. Now, I'm sure a lot of you watch my empties videos where I talk about things that I absolutely have to have and will always keep in my collection. The Urban Decay Primer Potion is one that I would probably be picking up more than one of because I really, that is something that I will never be without. I never go without using that before I fill in my brows. Another thing that I wanted to try out from the 5th was the Cosrx Snail Mucin. Believe it or not, I've never tried it out. I also will get a pack of the Peace Out Salicylic patches because I do on occasion get stress hormonal breakouts. And so I want to have things on deck to combat that. And I know nothing about the MAC criminal lipsticks, but if they're the regular MAC formula, then like the regular matte or satin formula, then I would totally recommend those on that day. And the Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium is a legendary classic fall winter scent, and I personally have it, but just not actually. My bottle is a custom bottle, and if you love the scent, which so many people do, then this would be an amazing opportunity to buy it at 50% off. Now, Tarte mascara, I am wearing up under my lashes the Tarte tubing mascara, but it isn't the XL version. So I am not the biggest fan of the XL tubing from Tarte. I like the regular tubing from Tarte. That's all for the 6th. Now the 7th, highly recommend the Sunday Raleigh lactic acid. The Good Genes lactic acid is basically what it is. I've been buying this one over and over again since it first came out, and I really love that one. I don't have it right now, but I may go ahead and pick that one up during the sale. And Beauty Blenders as well. I have 2 or 3 backups right now, but because I am going to be applying makeup so much, then it makes sense to go ahead and get 1 or 2 more during the sale. Now, another thing on September the 7th that's super, super, super important that I highly recommend, I'm personally going to get at least 2, is the It's a 10 hair masks. I currently use in my hair care routine and my son, my almost 3-year-old, the coily It's a 10 hair mask. Absolutely love it. It's very expensive, which is why this is a prime time. All of It's a 10 hair masks are good. And just pick the ones that are appropriate to your hair type. If you are relaxed, then get like the It's a 10, like the regular in the blue and purple jar, because it is a amazing salon quality deep treatment for your hair, and that is a fantastic deal. And I will be getting at least two. Now, September 8th, I've always heard good things about the DHC cleansing oil. I didn't really like it myself, but if you are a cleansing oil girl and you want to try it out, this is a good time to do so. And that's the only thing I see good on that day that I would recommend. On the 9th, I see the Lancome Extreme Drama Mascara. I absolutely love mascara. I absolutely love Lancome's mascaras. Those are some of my absolute favorite mascaras on the market, and I will more than likely pick up at least one of those during the sale. Also, the Murad, yes, I would get both of these. I'm personally going to go ahead and get both of them. I've been having my eye on this, and we've been talking about sunscreens in my community tab, and these are ones, if you don't care about whether it's mineral or chemical, these are some of the best sunscreens that look good under makeup, and it has SPF 50. And then you get this one, especially if you have oily skin. I would say normal or oily skin can wear this one. This is the mattifying, pore controlling SPF. And then the other one is a brightening vitamin C SPF. This is going to be on your no makeup days. These are excellent, excellent high quality sunscreens that I will be picking up for myself and highly, highly recommend. Now, I don't see anything that I would personally recommend on the 10th that I would say, you just got to go out and get that one. Now, I am curious about the Cosrx Retinol Cream, because I want to be able to make recommendations to drugstore quality or drugstore level retinol products and all different types of skincare products for you all. Not just high end. I want to do high end and affordable as well. So on September the 11th, I've heard great things about the Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firming Primer. If you have like deep lines and things like that, that's something that I would recommend you try out before your makeup application to really smooth you out. So yeah, that's all I can recommend on September the 11th. Let's look at the weekly deals for September 12th through 18th. That's going to be the last week of the 21 Days of Beauty. And again, I don't see anything on here that is exciting or that I would personally recommend. So yeah, the weekly deals seem very blah to me this year. So very boring. Okay, let's see. On Friday, September 12th, there are a couple of things that I could personally recommend. This is going to be a tough week because there's so many good things. I've heard amazing things about the Benefits Cosmetics Bag Bang Mascara. And I personally tried out. I really didn't like too much the Tint Adol concealer, but people seem to rave about it, but I personally didn't like it. Now, one thing that I do highly recommend for super duper oily skin and summertime heat is the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. I wore the shade number 29 for reference. Highly recommend that one during summertime. Dermalogica Skincare, because they're going to be doing the multi-active toner and a vitamin C serum at 50% off. Highly recommend both. You all know that I love my Dermalogica. I actually just bought the multi-active toner. I have it in my upcoming Ulta haul when they did the 10 times points situation. I bought it then. And I will be buying it back up when these on September the 12th. And that is all I recommend from the 12th. Now, Saturday the 13th is another iconic day. They have some good stuff, and I pretty much recommend half of what's going to be 50% off on the 13th. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation, absolutely, yes ma'am. The Clarins Double Serum, love it for dry skins, night and day. For oily skin, only at nighttime. I don't like how it wears on oily skin during daytime. And the NARS Orgasm Blush Collection, 50% off, like that's amazing. I've kind of heard some good things about the Urban Decay Naked Eyeshadow Sticks, but I've never personally tried them. But if you've been curious, now will be a good time to try and test them out. On the 14th, I am curious about some of the Ulta collection brushes. I've not tried any of the Ulta collection brushes since they revamped their line, and I'm looking to do so. And I've recently tested out, you guys haven't seen it yet, but I've recently tested out the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Perfecting Foundation. And I do like that foundation. It's very nice, lightweight, and comfortable on the skin. What I'm going to be doing on my community tab and on Instagram is I may come and demo some of these products for you. So make sure that you guys stay on the lookout because I'm going to be doing a couple of demos on certain products during the 21 days of beauty over there. The only other thing that I see would be the Grande Cosmetics brow enhancing serums. I have bought them before during the 21 days and I do like it. And honestly, that's pretty much the only time I usually buy the Grande Cosmetics anything because it's so expensive. All right, September 15th. The only thing I would recommend again are It Cosmetics brushes on that day. That brush set, if that is something that you need, only buy a brush set if you need at least 75% of the brushes in it. Because one of the things that annoy me about brush sets is I don't like or use most of the brushes. I just like kind of gravitate to two of the brushes in a set of five, you know? And that's just a waste of money to me. So on the 16th, the only thing that I see is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, um, the airbrush bronzer brush from It Cosmetics, and that is it. The 17th, wow. I don't recommend anything on that day, but curious about the Nabla lip pencils, and that's it. Thursday the 18th. What I am very interested in getting a backup of, I also use today as part of my skin prep, is the Belief Aqua Bomb depuffing gel. I love it because it has caffeine in it and I don't have bags, but I'm always tired. You know, we have little ones and I'm always tired. And so that just gives me a nice awakened look up under the eye. Highly recommend. I'm going to pick up at least two of those. And that's all on that particular day. And that is going to wrap up the 21 days of beauty. I'm going to be doing demos for you all and reminding you of what my top picks are over on the community tab as well as Instagram. So please go and follow me there. And again, everything on my face will be linked down in the description bar. And until the next time, I'll see you later. Bye.